Who in Greek mythology was Atalanta? In contrast to other of the more well-known Greek mythological characters, the tale of Atalanta may not be as well known. Nevertheless, her story of strength, determination, and courage needs sharing. Greek mythology bestows on Atalanta a legendary status as a huntress of unmatched daring and skill. She was raised as a daughter but trained as a son, learning the skills of archery and hunting from an early age. She was born to a king who had longed for a son. Because her father desired a male, Atalanta was sent to Mount Parthenion at birth to be exposed to the elements. Atalanta was nursed by a she-bear, a goddess Artemis figure whose pups had recently been killed by hunters, until the hunters discovered her and raised her as their own in the mountains. Atalanta chose to stay a virgin after reaching adulthood because the oracle of Apollo at Delphi had advised her against getting married. Atalanta attracted suitors from a great distance due to her skills and ravishing beauty. On the other hand, she swore firmly that she would only marry a man who could outrun her in a foot race. Many made an attempt, but Atalanta was unbeatable in her speed and unrelenting in her determination. However, destiny had other intentions for Atalanta. She met the hero Meleager one day, and he was fascinated by her grace and spirit. Meleager planned a clever scheme since he was determined to win her heart. By giving him 3 golden apples from the Hesperides orchard, he persuaded the mortal Hippomenes to challenge Atalanta to a race. Atalanta and Hippomenes started the race side by side, racing against the wind as they dashed to the finish line. Hippomenes rolled one of the golden apples onto the track, sensing victory was slipping away. Curious, Atalanta paused to pick it up, which gave Hippomenes the opportunity to charge ahead. Unbothered, Atalanta crossed the distance swiftly, and Hippomenes rolled another golden apple. Next one, and yet another. Atalanta hesitated every time, caught between her curiosity about the sparkling gifts and her desire to win. Eventually, Hippomenes was the first to cross the finish line, taking home the gold and Atalanta's hand in marriage. Their joy was short-lived though, as they disobeyed the goddess Aphrodite, who cursed them with a never-ending longing and desire. The tale of Atalanta and the Caledonian boar hunt is told as follows. It began with a slight insult to the gods. King Oeneus of Caledon, in his insanity, neglected to honor Artemis, the goddess of the hunt, with sacrifices and offerings. In her wrath, Artemis unleashed a monstrous boar upon the kingdom, wreaking havoc on the land and its people. Oeneus summoned the greatest heroes of Greece to go after the beast in an attempt to stop its wrath. One of them was Atalanta, the expert huntress whose name was spoken in awe across the nation. Atalanta was accepted into the ranks of heroes despite being a woman, her strength surpassing that of any male. Alongside the monstrous boar, the hunters braved the treacherous woodlands and rugged terrain of Caledon, their weapons gleaming in the sunlight as they continued on their perilous journey. The sensation of danger increased with each step they took towards their target. The hunters faced the boar in the middle of the forest, its eyes burning with rage and its tusks as sharp as daggers. The hunters engaged in a life-threatening struggle, with the sound of a sword hitting a hide echoing through the forest. Amid the chaos, Atalanta showed herself to be a brave and skilled around the beast's lethal blows, with her arrows hitting their mark with perfect accuracy. In the end, Atalanta struck the deadly blow, ending the boar's terrifying reign of terror with an arrow through the heart. Atalanta's name was acclaimed as one of the greatest among the hunters as they celebrated their victory against the ferocious beast. The Caledonian boar hunt is an ongoing tribute to Atalanta, whose skill and strength cemented her in Greek mythology, as well as to the fortitude of individuals who dare to take on the most difficult tasks. However, their adventure was far from done because when they arrived back in Caledon, they encountered a new obstacle. two fierce lions who Artemis herself had dispatched to exact revenge on Oeneus for his carelessness. Atalanta showed her strength once more by bravely and expertly battling the animals until they fell at her feet. Atalanta's reputation as one of history's greatest heroes was further cemented when Oeneus presented her the head of the boar as a trophy of her victory, as a thank you for her bravery. As a result, the story of Atalanta and the Caledonian boar hunt lives on as a tribute to the strength of bravery, tenacity, and the unbreakable spirit of people who dare to overcome all obstacles and triumph. So let the tale of Atalanta serve as a beacon of hope and inspiration, guiding all who hear it to embrace their inner strength, defy the limitations imposed upon them, and carve out their own destiny in the world. For in the footsteps of Atalanta, we find the timeless lesson that with courage, perseverance, and belief in oneself, anything is possible. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more stories like this in the future. Your support means a lot to us.